Hello, parents and future students. My name is Mr. Giomini. I just want to welcome all of you to Troy 6th grade. I'm sure majority of you were at Troy last year and had a wonderful experience with your 5th grade teachers. I am making this presentation twofold. One, some of you may have been unable to attend Troy's 6th grade open house, so this is an opportunity for me to kind of introduce myself and for you to find out what you may have missed out on. And for those who were able to attend, here's a little refresher. If you missed something because I spoke too fast or time constraints, here's a little refresher to kind of help you catch up a little bit, or review, I should say, what was presented at open house. So, before I begin, my name is Mr. Giomini. Contact information, here's my email address, scott.giomini, make sure you put that period there, at Avon Lake City Schools, make sure you pluralize schools.org. Best way to get in contact with parents and students is via email, and this is the email address that is the best way to get to me. Also, phone 440-933-2701, extension 7606. Phone's always on. I will say I do not answer it during the school day. I will check messages during my lunch period or my specials when the kids are at phys ed or art or music, one of their unified arts classes. However, the best way, like I said, is email. You can let me know that your student's going to be absent that day, or your child's going to be absent that day, who I can leave homework with, or should I send it home with somebody. These are all great things for emails. Also, any comments, concerns, questions about something your child came home, hey, Mr. Jimmy said this in class and doesn't seem to make sense, please contact me via email, and I'll be sure to get back to you. I am very good about getting to emails either early in the morning, during the school day, and what I mean by during the school day is during my lunch period or recess or something like that for the kids, and also at the end of the day. To let you know my background, I will be spending time with your students, your children, so it is important that you kind of know that I am qualified, certified to teach. I received my bachelor's degree from John Carroll University. My major was elementary education, had a minor in English. Although I'm not teaching English, I do enjoy literature. I received my master's from Cleveland State University in curriculum and instruction. This past school year, the 2011-2012, marked my 13th year in teaching. So I'm entering my 14th here. This also will be my 6th year at Troy Intermediate. All my previous experience were in other districts in Ohio and outside of Ohio. I teach 6th grade mathematics and pre-algebra. That is the two classes. You will hear the word or the acronym EDM, Everyday Mathematics. That is our mathematics curriculum that we use for a majority of our 6th grade students. That is our 6th grade math curriculum. Pre-algebra is a little bit advanced that we use. We use our Holt pre-algebra, which is a nice system as well. All of your students will have access to pre-algebra this year and be introduced to it in preparation for 7th grade and beyond. Now, I don't know what your experiences were last year with your teacher's web page or blog. This is my class mathematics blog that I utilize extensively in class, and with the hope that you utilize it outside of class. Right here, first big section, or actually before we do that, here's the web address, mrgiomini.blogspot.com. If you're watching this right now, it might be a great idea to bookmark this web page, as you can utilize it every single day to see what's going on in class and things of that nature. As you will see here, here's the evening practice calendar. What I put on here is, I call it evening practice. We're used to calling, people sometimes call it homework. I think sometimes homework has a negative connotation, so I call it evening practice. Whether that works, I don't know. I'm still toying with it. But you will see a calendar here. Now, right now, you won't see any homework listed because we haven't started class, and I don't want kids becoming too scared that I'm assigning homework already. But this will be, you'll see dates on here of what's going on as far as my professional schedule and also things that pertain to your child. You will see here Marzano training, teacher workday, first day of school, Wednesday, August 22nd. You will also see holidays when we have no school, such as Labor Day, winter breaks on here, Thanksgiving, all those things. I also have the ending, if I can find it real quick, Friday, October 26th is the end of the first marking period, so you know that your child had already completed the first 9 weeks of school. I know October 26th seems a far way off, but it'll be there soon. On the right hand side, you'll see again is my contact information, both phone and email. This here is student information and expectations. This is where it says 6th grade. That's kind of Troy's behavioral things of that nature. You will see their expectations for your students as far as what they bring to class, things of that nature. Here's the mathematics syllabus. This is where you will see things along a grading scale, assessments, both formative and summative, how we utilize them in the classroom, also how we post grades and things of that nature. That's something I'm not going to print out for the students or for you, the parent. Trying to cut down on paper waste, so this is something that you can access right here. On the left hand side is what I call my EDM side. On the right hand side is my pre-algebra side. Now you notice here it says unit guided notes. We have unit 1 for EDM. Over here we have pre-algebra guided notes. We have chapter 1. It's just a verbiage thing. Unit, chapter, they're really the same thing. Your child will get a hard copy of this in class, and we will fill these out in class, or I may assign it for homework leading up to class. And this is kind of discusses the key vocabulary of that day's lesson. These are great tools to utilize at home for review. It'll help kids just become more familiar with the content, more familiar with the vocabulary, and have a deeper understanding and appreciation, hopefully, of mathematics. Chapter 1 for pre-algebra, same type of thing. In pre-algebra, they have guided notes as well. That kind of goes through problem of the day, the vocabulary of the lesson, things of that nature, and being able to fill in the blank, although that is kind of rudimentary. It does help with understanding the vocabulary. As with this pre-algebra, some of the vocabulary may be unfamiliar to the students, so this will again be another key way to help review. Over here you will see unit study links for EDM. You notice I do not have that for pre-algebra. Unit 1 study links, hopefully this works. Alright, here we go. This is just additional practice that students can do at home. I will not make a copy of this per se and give it to students, but these are just extra little handouts that students can utilize at home to help them better understand some of the content during that unit. You will see over here on the right hand side, I hate to be jumping back and forth, but on the right hand side here I have the Khan Academy homepage. Hopefully all parents and students, you should all know and have some familiarity with Khan Academy. This is something also too you will utilize during the year. It may be something where you have a weekly homework assignment where you have to do a certain skill, and it'll be signed on a Monday and maybe due on a Friday. This is something also too students you should have been working on over the summer. 6th grade math teachers, Miss Banjoff, Mr. Hartwell, and myself were each assigned a certain chunk of you, and we were your coaches, and we were seeing what kind of growth you made over the summer. You will see here just some content enrichment, just some little games and things of that nature your student can access, or parents you can access. Just little things I find that I update this, different things, the Hubble Telescope, Inventor's Corner. These are not mandatory, it's just things to do outside of class. Same with some of these things. This goes not necessarily in mathematics, but all different types of content areas. Along the right hand side here, here's the student info and expectations, the guided notes for pre-algebra, textbook for pre-algebra. You will see other teachers' blogs here at Troy, predominantly 6th grade. There's Mr. Hartwell's, he's another mathematics teacher. Mrs. Demko, she is the science teacher I work with. Mrs. Spagnola, she is the social studies teacher I work with on our team here with Team 6B. Miss Banjoff's mathematics blog, and then Team 6B. These are also blogs you can access. I encourage you to access Miss Banjoff's and Mr. Hartwell's. Maybe sometimes something I'm presenting in class does not quite settle well with you. Access their blogs. Maybe you could find something similar that you really click with. This is just a little globe that kind of shows you where people have visited the blogs from other places in the world. Here, parents, this is something that I encourage you to utilize. You can enter your web address here, or email address, sorry, and hit submit, and then you will get a daily email from me of the posts that I create for that day's activities. And I will show you what I mean. So if I were to go to these summer posts are not that great because they're just little videos that I sent for the kids. If I utilize or access, let's say April, and give this a second here to upload. Okay, if you take a look, you will see, let's technology slow here. You will see class topics for that specific day in class, and it'll kind of just paraphrase what we were to complete that day in class, and the learning intentions, what your students should be able to do when they get home today, or tonight, that night I should say, and then the evening practice, what the students have for what we've called homework. I'm going to try to change that and call evening practice. Sometimes I'll put photos of the kids and what they did in class. As you can see, every kid is happy in mathematics and all engaged, and some kids are just, they've eaten their Wheaties that day. And then I have the same thing for pre-algebra, the general synopsis of what we did in class, the learning intentions, what kids are able to do that should be able to do after class that day, and then an evening practice, and sometimes a video, both for EDM and pre-algebra. But what will happen is if you sign in here, you will actually get this post emailed to you. So it's a great way for you to kind of go, hey, son or daughter, hey, child, what went on in class today? Well, according to Mr. Jimmy's post, you did X, Y, and Z. And it's a nice way to kind of have that dialogue between both you and your child. So as you can see, the class blog has a lot of things on it. I encourage you to frequent it. I encourage you to email me and ask questions about it. Hey, Mr. Jimmy, where can I access this or that? Right now, it's not on there, but in the future, you will see probably right in this area here for EDM, and right in this area here for pre-algebra, what I will call unit assessments. And you will see Unit 1F, Unit 1S. The F is the formative. That means that is our pre-test. That's what I gave the kids before we began the unit, and then the Unit 1S is the summative, what they get at the end that actually counts as a grade, as we're used to saying, that you'll see on their report card. So that is still yet to be put on there because I don't want to give the kids access to their test before they begin them. So again, I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I hope if you weren't able to attend the open house, this kind of gives you a little idea what's going on. If you were able to attend, hopefully this is a slower down pace that kind of helps refresh things and answers any questions you may have. Again, feel free to contact me. Best way is email. Take care.